All right, let's dive into today's stocks and news for June 12th. It looks like infrastructure and telecom are buzzing with Sterlite Technologies' massive BharatNet deal alongside Dilip Buildcon and HG Infra Engineering snagging a big Odisha project. Plus, we've got Marine Electricals lighting up with new orders and Zydus Life Sciences getting a thumbs up from the US FDA. Quite a mix today.
Absolutely. It's a diverse range of companies making headlines, from connectivity to power distribution, defense, and even cosmetics. We've got quite a spread. Let's start unpacking these, shall we?
Sounds good. First up, Sterlite Technologies Ltd and Dilip Buildcon Ltd. Big news here. They've entered an agreement with BSNL for the BharatNet project in J&K and Ladakh. That's a pretty significant geographical area. What's the scope of this project?
Well, it involves design, supply, construction, operation, and maintenance of the entire network. It's not just about building, it's a full life cycle commitment. And the project value is 2,631.14 crore rupees, including GST. So it's a hefty project, you know.
Wow, that's a serious investment. How long are they contracted for?
The construction period is 3 years, followed by a 10-year maintenance period. It shows BSNL is thinking long-term, and this consortium is in it for the long haul actually. Also, the agreement will be novated to STL networks after demerger formalities, so something to keep an eye on.
Okay, makes sense. Let's move on to SEPC Ltd. They've received a letter of award for an EPC project from Parmeshi Urja Ltd. What are the details there?
This is for a 133 megawatt AC solar power project across 26 locations in Maharashtra. The consideration is 650 crore rupees, which is a significant win for them. The exact time frame for execution will be decided later, at a kick-off meeting for each location.
Okay, so it's a staggered rollout. That makes sense, given the number of locations. Next up is City Union Bank Ltd. It looks like they're planning their annual general meeting and have some interesting proposals on the table.
Yes, their AGM is scheduled for August 13th, 2025, and they're proposing a 200% dividend, which is 2 rupees per share for FY 2025. Plus, the record date for the dividend is August 1st, 2025. So, shareholders are likely happy, right?
Definitely. Who wouldn't love a good dividend? And they're also planning to raise up to 500 crore rupees through the QIP route. Why do you think they're going for that?
Well, raising capital through a QIP would allow them to fund future growth initiatives or strengthen their balance sheet. It's like a farmer saving seeds for the next planting season. It's always smart to have reserves.
True. Makes sense for long-term stability. Let's shift gears to Marine Electricals India Ltd. They've received new orders worth 60.44 crore rupees. Who are they working with?
They've got orders from ACG Universal Capsules, Agrata's Energy Storage Solutions, and DC Development. It involves supply, installation, testing, and commissioning of power distribution systems. Delivery is expected over 3 to 7 months, so they are moving quickly.
It sounds like they're involved in diverse projects. What's interesting is that these orders don't involve related party transactions. Is that usually a point of concern?
Sometimes, related party transactions can raise eyebrows if they're not at arm's length. The fact that Marine Electricals is highlighting this suggests transparency and good corporate governance actually.
That's a fair point. All right, let's talk about Nibe Ltd. They've received a purchase order for Armor Plate from a leading infrastructure and defense company. What exactly does that entail?
Basically, they're supplying Armor Plate MIL12560, which is used for defense applications. The total order is worth 23.33 crore rupees and has to be executed in tranches by May 31st, 2026.
So it's a pretty long-term commitment again. And this order too doesn't involve related party transactions. It seems like a common theme today, huh?
Yeah, it highlights the emphasis on ethical business practices. Now let's discuss Orient Green Power Company Limited. They've got a subsidiary, Delta Renewable Energy, that signed an EPC contract.
Right. The contract is with Remont Solutions for a solar power project in Tamil Nadu. What's the scope of this project?
It's for a 7.00 megawatt AC, 9.80 megawatt DC solar power project, and the estimated development cost is 40 crore rupees. They're expecting to complete it within 5 months. Short and sweet, right?
Seems pretty quick turnaround. What I like is that, again, this project doesn't involve any related party transactions. That seems to be a continuing theme.
It's reassuring to see that level of transparency and focus on compliance across different sectors. This sets a good standard for investors.
Agreed. Okay, let's look at Kaynes Technology India Limited. They've approved a further investment in their Singapore-based subsidiary Kaynes Holding Private Limited. Why are they increasing their stake?
They're investing $1,030,000 to acquire more equity shares. It seems they want to expand their business presence and undertake strategic investments through the subsidiary.
So it's about strategic expansion. How much of Kaynes Holding will Kaynes Holding possess after this investment?
Post-investment, Kaynes Technology India Limited will hold 100% of Kaynes Holding Private Limited. It's a way for Kaynes to strengthen their foothold in the international market.
That's a solid move for growth, I guess. Let's move on to Zydus Life Sciences Limited. They've received an establishment inspection report from the US FDA. Is that a big deal?
Absolutely it is. It's like getting a clean bill of health for their Ankleshwar API facility. The US FDA classified the inspection as No Action Indicated NAI, which means they passed with flying colors.
So no further action is required. That's fantastic news for them. It shows they're maintaining high standards, right?
Exactly. It's a major boost in confidence for their manufacturing processes and quality control. Now, let's talk about Garden Reach Shipbuilders and Engineers Limited. They've signed a contract with the Geological Survey of India.
Yes, for 2 coastal research vessels. What will these vessels be used for?
They'll be 64 meters long and equipped for offshore geological mapping, mineral exploration, and ocean environment monitoring. They'll even have modern scientific laboratories on board.
Sounds like something straight out of a science fiction movie. So this is a big step for India's research capabilities.
For sure, it's going to enhance our geological research and exploration efforts significantly and boost GRSE's profile.
Makes sense. Next, HG Infra Engineering Limited. They've been declared the lowest bidder for an Odisha infrastructure project. That's a significant win, isn't it?
Definitely. They'll be establishing an interstate transmission system for ERGS-1, operating on a BOOT model for 35 years. So it's a long-term commitment that guarantees revenue for a very long time, actually.
35 years is practically a lifetime in the business world. What does it mean that it is BOOT?
BOOT stands for Build, Own, Operate and Transfer. They build it, own it for a period, operate it to recoup their investment, and then transfer it to the government. It's a popular model for infrastructure projects.
Ah, okay, I understand. Now, Shoppers Stop Limited has completed an initial investment in Global SS Beauty Brands Limited, their subsidiary. What's the purpose of this investment?
They're investing in their wholly owned subsidiary to fund expansion plans and working capital requirements. The beauty business is booming, so it makes sense that they're doubling down. The investment is part of a larger plan,
And how much is Shoppers Stop investing overall?
They've invested 20 crore rupees initially, but it's part of a planned 50 crore rupees investment. So they're betting big on the beauty segment.
Okay, got it. Moving on to Railtel Corporation of India Limited. They've been awarded a work order from Southeastern Coalfields Limited. What's that about?
They're providing managed bandwidth service through MPLS VPN for 3 years. This will support live streaming and storage of CCTV footage at SECL mines. The order's worth close to 12 crore rupees,
So it's about enhancing security and surveillance at the coalfields. It's interesting how Railtel is leveraging its telecom infrastructure in different sectors.
Exactly. It's a smart move to diversify their revenue streams and provide value-added services. Now let's talk about IOL Chemicals and Pharmaceuticals Limited. They've been awarded a silver medal by EcoVadis.
That's impressive. What does that signify?
It means they're in the top 15% of companies assessed by EcoVadis globally. They received a score of 71, which is a significant improvement from their previous score. This highlights their commitment to sustainability.
Environmental consciousness is becoming so important, so that's a good look for them. Okay, Scient Limited, along with the Scient Foundation, is partnering with AICTE to establish an innovation cluster in Vishakhapatnam. What's the goal here?
They aim to strengthen the regional innovation ecosystem by empowering educational institutions. The program includes eye care, eye cafe centers, and IPR TT cells, providing students and faculty with the tools for real-world innovation and startup development.
It sounds like a great initiative to foster entrepreneurship and technology development at the grassroots level. Is there anything else?
Well, there is the fact that the collaboration includes boot camps, innovation fairs, and mentoring programs. So it's a comprehensive approach that encourages innovation and entrepreneurship.
That's fantastic. Let's look at National Aluminium Company Limited. They have appointed Abhay Kumar Behuria as Director of Finance. What kind of experience does he bring to the table?
He has 3 decades of experience in financial management. He previously served as executive director at Rourkela Steel Plant, where he led digital transformation initiatives.
So he's got a pretty solid background. How is this appointment expected to benefit NALC?
Well, his expertise in financial management and digital transformation should help NALC streamline its operations and improve its financial performance. Now, let's talk about Aeroflex Enterprises Limited.
Yes, their subsidiary MR organization has acquired a stake in ABP Impex. What does ABP Impex do?
ABP Impex specializes in high-pressure compressor services in Portugal. Aeroflex aims to expand its compressor business and leverage AB's expertise in Europe and Latin America.
Makes sense. So it's all about geographical expansion and leveraging expertise. Are there any other benefits expected from this acquisition?
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's expected to create cross-selling opportunities and enhance their product offerings in the high-pressure compressor segment. Finally, let's discuss Orient Pro Solutions Limited. They've unveiled a new corporate brand identity.
A new brand identity, huh? What's the significance of this rebranding?
It reflects a strategic shift towards a product-first, innovation-led approach. Their new brand philosophy, Lead the Next, emphasizes deep tech IP and ecosystem impact. However, there's no change in the nature of the business actually.
It sounds like they're trying to reposition themselves as a more innovative and forward-thinking company. I mean, is this all about perception then?
It's about reinforcing their vision and highlighting their focus on deep tech and AI-native solutions. It's like putting on a new suit to reflect their new ambitions.
Well, that's quite a lot of ground covered today. From infrastructure projects to sustainability awards and strategic acquisitions, we've seen companies making moves in diverse sectors.
Absolutely. And it's a good reminder that the market is always dynamic and full of opportunities. Disclaimer, we advise investors to check with certified experts before taking any investment decisions.
Thanks for walking us through all of that. It's definitely given us some food for thought.
You got it. Always a pleasure. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more insights. What are your thoughts about today's news?